the Star Tarot Special Edition reading. Today I will be doing a reading for Taurus to find out why Taurus have been ghosted. Please remember to take what resonates for you and leave what does not. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Very much would like to reach 100 subscribers, so if you could help me there, I'd be very grateful. Also, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to purchase a private reading from me, please click on the link in the description below this video. As also, if you'd like to donate to this channel, just also click on the link in the description below this video. Thank you. So now, Taurus, let's begin your reading, and I'm going to be using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and I've already shuffled these cards, but I'm going to shuffle them for you again on camera. So please remember that I will be reading the energy from the cards. So I will be picking up on your energy, also the energy of the person that's ghosting you. And the person that's ghosting you could be your ex-partner. It could represent the person that you're currently with. You know, you've fallen out and you're not speaking to each other, or they've suddenly just stopped speaking to you. It could be anyone special in your life, really, like even friends and family. And cross-watchers are very welcome into this reading. I'm also going to be using the Dark Mirror Oracle deck. Pick a card out, and again, I've already pre-shuffled these cards, but I'll shuffle them again for you on camera. And then I'm going to select 2 cards from Romance Angels, and again I've already pre-shuffled these deck, but I'm going to shuffle it again for you on camera. One more card, I think. Excuse me. Throat's a bit dry today, so excuse me. Right, let's begin your reading, Taurus. So, we're starting with a Major Arcana card, the Wheel of Fortune. Then we have the Queen of Cups. The Seven of Swords. The Nine of Cups. The Three of Wands. The Hanged Man, which is a Major Arcana card. Then we have the Two of Swords. And I'll reveal this card a little later on in the read. So, we are starting with the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, you've decided that you would like to move on. The wheel is turning in your favour by the looks of things. It indicates like the end of a cycle, and the start of a new cycle. So it could be that you have decided that with this person ghosting you, you know, you've decided that it's no longer worth being in this relationship, as this person's not very communicative and has behaved, well, the behaviour has been very questionable, let's just put it this way, and you're not sure that you want to put your time and effort into something like this. But you know, it's not an easy thing to move on, but this Wheel of Fortune card, you know, it can be a very positive thing, you know, and even though, you know, indicates the end of a cycle, the end of a phase of your life, you know, whether you've decided that you've had enough or the other person who's ghosting you, it can often be a very positive outcome for you, you know. So let's see what the next card says. Then you have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is water energy, so you could be dealing with Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio. So you're looking at your cup, your big cup of love, and you're looking at it thinking, you know, I know I'm a loyal person, very giving, I'm very, you know, emotionally well adjusted, you know, I'm very stable in my life financially, and I'm quite happy inside, you know, with myself, you know, but my relationship is not doing too well at the moment, and this person's not talking to me, and you're kind of thinking, I don't know if I want to continue giving all my love and putting all my time and effort into something that's, you know, not really working out for me. You know, I don't know why this person, you know, it could be male or female, remember, you know, has chosen to behave this way towards me. You know, it seems really immature, you know, and it's very hurtful. So yeah, you're thinking about, you know, whether to continue on with this, continue trying, continue putting in your effort, because you have a lot of love to give. You don't need someone in your life, but you know, the right person comes along, you have a lot of love to offer to that person if they treat you right. And yes, you're questioning everything, because with the Seven of Swords, which is air energy, so you could be dealing with Aquarius, Gemini or Libra, you know that this person hasn't been very honest with you, has been getting up to things behind your back. You know, it could be a multitude of things that this person's been doing. This person could have been talking badly about you behind your back, could be seeing other people behind your back, could be lying to you about certain things regarding their personal life and their circumstances. You know, it could be so many things. You know, this person could be manipulating you for their own ends, but whatever it is they're doing, it is not very honest. It's very shifty behaviour, you know, and you have kind of worked out certain things and found out certain things about this person, and obviously when you had the Nine of Cups, which is water energy, so again Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio, this is a card of independence. So, you know, like I've already said, you know, you are happy being on your own, if that, you know, you're quite content because you're stable, and you know, you're quite self-fulfilled. Yes, the relationship's not working out, but like, you've never really needed to have someone in your life. You know, it's nice to have someone in your life, and you are definitely open for love. But if this person cannot treat you right and respect you, you know, and not lie to you, and, you know, all this dishonesty and then the ghosting, You know, you'd rather be on your own, because this is a card of being happy and content to be on your own. You know, because you don't need that person in your life, and you know, you can put your efforts somewhere where someone will appreciate you and value you, because you are worth far more. So then we have the Three of Wands. Well, as you have with the Three of Wands, let's start off by saying this is fire energy, so you could be dealing with Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but you know, you are looking off in the distance. You know, you've got options, not necessarily options in love. I mean, that could be an option for you, but there's so many different options you have. Options in your life, you know, like within your personal life, your career, you know, many different roads that you can choose to take, you know. You're kind of wondering, you're looking out to the future and wondering, well, what do I do now? What comes next? Or if you're kind of sure what you want to do, you're thinking, how do I proceed? I mean, it could also be the fact that, you know, you've worked hard all your life. You know the kind of person you are. You know, you bring a lot into, you know, you could bring a lot into someone else's life, and you know you've worked hard, and maybe you're thinking, you know, you're waiting for that special person to come in your life. You're waiting for your ships to come in, so to speak, because you're looking out in the distance across the sea, waiting for those ships to come in. You've got options, you know, so you are definitely waiting to see what happens. But you're not just waiting helplessly, you know, you've helped yourself very much along the way to achieve, you know, the things that you have in life, and you know you deserve better. That's why you're waiting for that special person in your life. Then we have a Major Arcana card. So yes, very much in contemplation. You know, you know that you know you thought about things very much deeply. You know, you haven't just decided on a whim that, you know, are you going to drop the relationship. You know, you've thought about everything from your perspective, from the other person's perspective, you know, and you know, it still comes down to the fact that, from as far as you're concerned, you know, this person was dishonest with you, yeah, for whatever dishonesty that involved, whether it be cheating or lying about their own circumstances, lying to you about something. They weren't honest with you, you know. And so, you know, you've come to the point where you are kind of just accepting the situation, you know, and you know you've made a decision. You have decided with the Wheel of Fortune. You know it's time to end this. It's time, even if it's just ended naturally. The Wheel of Fortune, you know, saying, yeah, that's the end of that cycle. You've learnt your lessons. You know, you're accepting the decisions that you've made. You're taking responsibility because you fought long and hard. You know, you're quite relaxed with it. You know, you realise that, you know, in order to be treated in the correct way, you know, you have to stop putting up with this, putting up with allowing yourself to be treated this way after thinking hard and long. Yes, there are feelings involved, so you know you have a lot of thinking to do, and that's what you're doing about the situation, thinking really long and hard over things. Yes, it's never sort of that simple. It's never a case. It's never just, you know, a clear cut thing. You know, there's always grey areas involved, and with this Two of Swords, air energy, so you could be dealing with Aquarius, Gemini or Libra. Yes, you are struggling. You have struggled with this decision. It's not been an easy decision. You know, there was a point and a time, it could be something that you're actually going through right this moment, where you know what you need to do, but you don't know how to proceed. You know, you feel very stuck in your situation because, you know, you loved this person. There were feelings involved, you know, and it's not as if, it's not like you could turn off a switch, you know, in your heart and say, that's it, you know, put it or tuck it away in a drawer somewhere. You know, you've got to work through those feelings and those emotions, and it's hard to let go when feelings are involved. And it, you know, it can also be the fact that, you know what the right thing to do for you is, but you know, your eyes are closed. You know, you don't want to see the truth, perhaps. You know, you want one hand on one hand, you know, deep down, you know what the truth is. You know, this person deceived you, lied to you, you and then ghosted you. You know, and so you know deep down what you need to do, and it's a painful thing, but you know you have to do it for your own, you know, to protect your heart, for your own well-being, you know, for your own self-respect, to show that you have some self-love. So, Taurus, let's see what this card says. Oh, how appropriate. We have a major arcana card, the moon. So the moon is all about things being concealed from you, hidden from you. It can be about you, you know, obviously things were concealed from you. There were lies, and, you know, part of your intuition knew perhaps that you were being lied to, and maybe you found some things out. But, you know, this card could also indicate you finding out the truth, you know, after a period of time where things were hidden from you. Maybe, you know, at the beginning, you know, you were completely unaware, but as you get to know someone and know their ways, you know when things change, when people start acting differently when they're in your company, you know. And yes, there was a lot of deceit involved in your subconscious, within your subconscious mind. You know, deep down, you knew something wasn't right. You know, I mean, this card suggesting, you know, you know, this is part of all that cycle and that phase of that you have been going through with this person. Maybe there were lessons to be learned on both sides, you know. Learning, for one, you know, obviously, of course, you don't deserve to be treated like that, but you have a certain responsibility because, you know, you perhaps allowed yourself to be treated like that. If you once you knew the truth and you allowed it to continue, you know, it's all about accepting, you know, the truth, and you know, finding out and then looking after yourself and doing things that are right for you, you know. But things were definitely hidden from you, and if they're not revealed to you yet, those truths, those hidden truths, that hidden deceit will become apparent to you and will be revealed very soon. So Taurus, I hope you manage to find happiness, and let's see what the dark mirror says about all of this. So we've got calling the storm. Well, it's kind of appropriate in a way. Calling the storm is, in a way, it's you on high alert, really. All your senses, all your red flags, all the red flags, everything's been triggered, you know, and you're ready to battle. You're ready to stick up for yourself and defend yourself, you know. You're ready to protect yourself. You know, when someone wrongs you, it's not that you're going to necessarily be cruel about it, but you've got a voice. And now you know the truth, or is the truth, once you find out the truth, you know, you're going to tell that person what you think of them. You are not going to go or leave this without making sure this person knows, you know, how despicable their behaviour was towards you, how that made you feel. Even if that person won't talk to you, you know, and is being very childish, you know. You know your self-worth, you know, and so you're going to, you've done that bit where you've perhaps you've closed your eyes off, or you've ignored the red flags, or you really didn't know what this person was doing to you, but now you know. You're ready for the battle ahead. You're ready to stick up for yourself and defend yourself and fight for what you know is right. It's a very appropriate card, I think, for you, Taurus. So then we have separation. So it says, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So yes, there has been, obviously, as a result of these things, naturally a separation has occurred. And whether it's a permanent separation or a temporary one, if I can say the word. I'm very tongue-tied. But, you know, whether it's a temporary situation or permanent is entirely up to you. You know, you have free will, you have free choice, you know. I mean, yes, feelings can overcome, you know, your heart can overcome your head. You just have to learn to balance what your head and your heart are telling you, you know, and come to some sort of decision, you know, perhaps go away, get away from it all, have time to yourself, you know. And I think, you know, a lot of you are actually doing it with the Hanged Man. You're taking time out to think about things, to, you know, to get rid of all the confusion in your head, you know, perhaps to, you know, calm your mind and your heart, you know, temper those emotions, get your emotions under control so you can kind of look at it in a more balanced way, you know, and come to a more sort of come to a kind of balanced decision for you, something that makes sense for you, and really look into your heart and really think about what you really want. At the end of the day, it's you know, it's your happiness that's at stake here. But I don't think this person's made you very happy, as it turns out. And then it says religious factors. It says your love life has been influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Yes, don't be sort of put off by the name of the card, religious factors, because it's not always necessarily to do with religious factors. It can be that, you know, you and your partner are very two different people, have a very different opinions and a way of looking at things, and maybe those differences are just too big, you know, to reconcile. You know, sometimes people poles apart, you know, and yes, although they say opposites attract, to a certain point that's true, but sometimes two people can be so far apart in the way they want what they want and the way they view things that it really just brings lots of chaos and arguments into a relationship. It doesn't make for a very sort of great relationship, really. Lots of friction always involved, and if you can't, obviously though, it's not just about the differences really. I mean, maybe this person doesn't want to be committed, but remember, this person hasn't been very honest with you, so, you know, I'm not sure whether their morals are that brilliant to begin with anyway, seeing as they've been quite dishonest and playing around behind your back, you know. So, you know, that's at the end of the day, Taurus, it's definitely up to you what you choose to do. But I wish you all the luck in the world with that, Taurus. And I know that you're happy if you are on your own as well. So, Taurus, that was your reading. I'd like to wish you a happy new year. And before you go, just a quick reminder, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Remember, I'm trying to hit my first 100 subscribers, so if you could help me there, I'd be very grateful. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. And just before you go, if you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, all the links are in the description below. And finally, thank you for joining me here on a special edition of Karina Star Tarot, and I will see you very soon, Taurus. Bye.